It's 10:08. Good morning. Back down here at Culburra Beach, and I finished my surf today. I got up. Got a fly biting me. I got up relatively early. I was pretty psyched. It was a cold morning. It's okay now. We're in the 10 o'clocks, but it's when I got up and went down. You see how far away from the northern point I am? A couple of dudes out there now. There's a couple of surfers and a boogie boarder and a free. What's it called when you don't have any equipment? Not swimming, bodyboarding. No, body surfing. What the hell? Yeah, there's a body surfer. Get off there. There's a body surfer. There's a boogie boarder, and two surfers. And nice waves coming in. Look at that. And what I'm seeing here, see this weed? That's the weed that was at the northern point, the one that was covered all in maggots. That's why there's a lot of flies right here. There's another one right there. There's flies all over the place. I reckon these flies have come from the maggots from that furthest point that I showed you a few days ago. I mean, I don't know for a fact. Oh shit. But there's a lot of seaweed right here, and there's a lot of flies. So I'm drawing that conclusion. It's very... Look at this one. Gone. Every time I move, they land on my arms. I've got to get up into the harder sand. But just in regards to yesterday's job up in Sydney, the photo job, well, it went well. It went really well. I'll tell you one thing's pretty rad too. The 16-inch MacBook Pro I've got, so powerful. I did most of my editing work on the train on the way back down. So I went straight from the gig, straight to the coastal train, jumped on it, sat down, started importing the photos, rendered all the one-to-one previews, started processing everything through Lightroom. By the time I was done, by the time I was home, I was pretty much done. Excuse me. So that's pretty cool, right? I got a little bit of extra work to do. I don't know about you and your photo workflow, but I like to finish my photos in Photoshop. I've got a plugin called Noiseware, which just gives it that nice little BJ walk touch, if you like. So I still got to do that, but I just thought that was amazing that I could spend most of that trip back working. I had the H3 podcast on in the background while I was working, so that was making the trip even more fun. And yeah, very, very powerful. And battery. I got home with 65% battery. 100% when I left the Benny Flat in the morning. Went in, did the job, and all the while the laptop was in my bag. Did the job, got on the train, imported the photos, rendered the previews, did all that work, got back to Bomaderry, 65% left. That's playing a full-size QuickTime file and rendering one-to-one previews in Lightroom for about 160 photos.